Okay, so happy Saturday. So what has happened since last Saturday? I've done quite a bit, I think. How much have our forces grown? Quite a bit, actually. I've been slightly busy. Not super busy, but a little busy. And this. Okay, so we'll start with the regular unassigned ships. These are typically your civilian ships, freighters, miners, that kind of thing. I added an acclimator freighter. That's actually where Gimpy is sitting at the moment on in his TIE Defender. We're sitting on the deck of the basically the acclimator, just watching it fly around. And its job is to just be a freighter, you know, a merchant going out there just dealing stuff. Mainly trying to get our reputation up with the Kuat faction a little bit more, because there are ships that are behind a reputation wall, we'll call it, and we'd like to get access to them if we wanted to, or if we needed to. And so anyway, so we're having it parked there, and hopefully it's helping our rep there. An armed merchant, sort of. The acclimator is the freighter acclimator is not a bad ship for defending itself. Its problem is all the weapons on it are small. They're mainly there to deal with fighters that, you know, harassing ships, smaller ships. They cannot really go toe to toe with the large size warships, say like the Victory 2. Victory 2 would kick the crap out of the acclimator because of the way the weapons are set up. Because the acclimator just doesn't have big weapons. They're all geared to shooting down fighters and smaller medium ships, that kind of stuff. So, again, it's a good merchant, not a good warship, but there is an acclimator 2, which is an actual warship, which is a little bit better suited for war because, again, it's a warship, it has bigger guns on and stuff. We haven't run into actually one of those yet for sale anywhere, but they do exist. I know that. So anyway, that's acclimator. We bought that earlier. What else did I buy? These guys. I lost a probe. I noticed that this morning. I lost a probe. I had 2 probes out there exploring a little bit, and a little bit more over on the lower right-hand corner of the map. One of them disappeared. So that, and then these guys were here on Saturday. These are just freighters, trying to make some more money for us. The Zarthas, these are Mandalorian Freighters. They are actually better than the Gozanti Imperial transports. They got a little bit more a little bit more guns on them, and slightly bigger cargo hold too. So a little bit better than the Gozanti, but they're also more expensive too. Anyway, so that's our commercial stuff. We didn't really add too much other than the acclimator. Now, as far as stations go, I've added 2 stations this week off stream. We've got Kosarian Prime. This is it says it's a solar plant, but it's actually going to be another scrap processing factory. It's not too far away from Corellia, but that I don't think is going to be an issue. But anyway, this thing is currently being constructed. He's got 2 solar panels up. You've got his docks, a couple storage areas for the energy cells that the solar panels produce, and then everything else is still being built. Oh, the cost of the station, somewhere around 35-40 million to get it completely built, up and running. But this is the same basic build as the other 2 scrap factories I have. Although those 2 have expanded out a little bit more for storage reasons, which this one will probably end up that way eventually too. So, and why did I build another one of these? Because these things produce money. These things produce money. So anyway, so this is the 3rd station that's coming up. I still need to buy the tugs for it. And I also found another location for where the tugs can be bought. I know for sure that well, I know 2 places for sure now. Originally we were buying the tugs that you need for the scrap factories over in Hut Space. The Huts sell them over as they're a small ship, so you buy them from there. But I also found out completely by accident, looking at other stuff, that the Mandalorians sell them too. Which would have saved us a little bit of time because we have a scrap factory up in this area. But again, I found these guys totally by accident. because I was actually looking at other stuff, and that's the tug that we need. And the reason I found them is because I was just looking for just different types of fighters floating around, and I was looking basically for fighters that have turrets, just because. And I thought this might have it, but it doesn't. Kimoglia. However, it turns out that this Y-wing, this is an older version of Y-wing, and this thing actually has a turret on it. It's got 2 laser cannons, it's got 2 proton tube launchers, and then it's got the ion cannon turret, which you can turn into a laser turret if you want. But I went, oh, that's kind of what I've been looking for a little while, a cheaper version of a B-wing, kind of, but with a turret. What's the advantage of the turret? Obviously, because it can shoot everywhere instead of just one direction. You know, so I went out and bought 4 of these, added them to the fleet, and we'll be looking at those in a second. But anyway, so I found these more by accident. Actually, it wasn't so much by accident as I got promoted by the Mandalorians in their reputation scale, and so that I could actually buy these things. The stars mean you have to have access. You have to go in and buy a permit in order to access these things. So I got that, and I was like, oh, let's take a look at these and see what they are. And they're okay. The fighters are okay. The Fang is kind of on the weak side, but it's not horrible. It's better than an E-wing because it does have 2 laser cannons, 2 chain guns, and it's got 2 missile launchers on it. Then we've got the Dune Lizard, again, not a bad fight. This is a heavy fighter, I think. No, the Dune is not the heavy fighter. This is kind of a, I don't know what this is supposed to be. But again, it's got 2 laser cannons, 2 blaster cannons, and 2 concussion missiles. So again, not horrible. It's actually not that far off from an X-Wing, in all honesty, as far as firepower goes. So it's not too bad. And let me just look at the heavy. Oh, this is the heavy fighter. This one, like I said, I was hoping this spot was going to be a turret, but it's not. This thing just has 2 ion cannons, 2 chain guns, and a proton torpedo launcher. So, heavy fighter, it's more about the hull and shields for these guys, about durability. I mean, it has a decent punch, but we'll see. Boss fight.
Tully, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. That's right. I said Tully. Unlike Gimpy, I know the difference between Tubby and Tully.
So anyway, so we got access to those guys, and the Y-wing we just saw. These guys were already there. We're auto-saving now. So, who would even notice such prices? What, the 30 million for the station? Or 40 million, whatever it's going to work out to be? I noticed. Add 40 million onto my current balance. That puts me at almost, what is that, 70? You know how close that is to a Star Destroyer? A real Star Destroyer, not the little Star Destroyers, the big Star Destroyers. If I would have just held off just a little bit longer, we'd be knocking on the door right now. However, having a third scrapyard in the business will definitely help us earn money faster. Fingers crossed. That's the idea. So anyway, so come on, autosave. Oh, and also one of the reasons I was working on my faction for the Mandalorians in the first place was to get access. Yes, an Imperial Star Destroyer 1. Yep. It's really close at 70 million, I think. We'll take a look at that after we're done looking at the Mandalorians. So, this, come on. So again, one of the reasons I was working Mandalorian faction was to get access to their ships because, again, the Y-wing is a nice addition to our selection of fighters.
My name is Veronica,
because it's not super expensive.
To Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thanks, and good job, Lucruel's Capac, beating up the mislinks with the one too many machine guns. So that number is 8 on your bingo card. Should be coming up here in a second. So anyway, number 8 on your bingo card, the mislinks. Okay, so this thing, it's a heavy fighter. I don't think it's only 1.2 million, so it's not that great. We got better options out there, I think, but still, it's not horrible. But again, the real reason, the real reason we went Mandalorian 2 was to get access to the medium-sized ships, specifically the Crusader. Why the Crusader? The Crusader is a little medium-sized gunship. That's what it is. And it's got the 6 dual laser cannon turrets. That's for shooting down fighters. It's got a quad laser cannon on the nose there, again shooting down fighters. And it's got the 3 dual turbo lasers, which allows it to give a little bit of punch against ships of its size or a little bit bigger kind of deal. And those are on the underneath there. There's 3 of those. That's 2 of them there, and the third one, that's one up top. So again, I bought one of these. It's sitting in, it's actually with the fleet right now. Hasn't seen any combat yet, but it's I wanted this to be attached to the fleet as being a the Victory 2 Star Destroyer has a medium-sized dock on it. It's able to support I think 1 or 2 medium-sized ships. So we added one of these on there just to see how it's going to go. And having that out there, basically another option for shooting down fighters and bringing a little bit more firepower to the larger ships. We'll see how it works. But anyway, so again, this ship was the main reason we did the Mandalorian stuff. So if it doesn't work real well, it's going to be annoying. Now these other 2 ships are kind of, they're okay. This one's got a prow turbo laser. That's that thing right there. That's a larger, no, that's a medium-sized weapon there. Then it's got the quad laser cannon and 2 dual turbo lasers. So it doesn't have quite the punch against fighters as the Crusader does, but it can hold its own a little bit more against ships of its own size. Probably better than the Crusader. We'll see. And then we have the Lancer. This is the smallest of the 3. He's got 4 laser repeater cannons. These are forward-firing lasers of the medium size, and it's got a heavy laser cannon turret on the top. So this ship is not really supposed to be shooting at fighters so much. It can with the turret, but this thing is more about beating up on ships of its own size. So I'm tempted to get a couple of these just for fun, just to see what they do. Or can do, because these 4 laser repeater cannons, those are medium-sized weapons. They could probably do a little bit of damage, I would think. But anyway, that is just on the wish list at this point. So anyway, that's the Mandalorian ships we currently have access to that are small or medium. Now as far as, I didn't actually look at the larger ships to see what I got access to. So large. Oh, we still don't have access to the Dreadnought. Praetorian class frigate, though. Oh, I didn't really look at this. It's only 9.8 million. 6 quad lasers for fighters. 4 dual turbo lasers. Those can be used against fighters and ships of medium and large size. And then 2 quad turbo lasers. Those are the big boys on the ship. Medium-sized guns. Where are they sitting? Quad lasers, dual turbo lasers. So these are the quads. Oh, it's got a mass driver option to it. We just need to get our reputation up a little bit higher. That might be interesting. But anyway, it's got 2 of these things. Where are they showing up?
I was asked to drop my cargo.
That's nice. Oh, these are the side-mounted ones. These are the quad turbo lasers there. So this ship, 9.8 million. It might be okay. Got as a large, but it's kind of small, I think, for a large. Looks like a hammerhead. Head, kind of, sort of. It's kind of like a hammerhead. As far as extra larges go, I don't think we're gonna have access. Yeah, we don't have access to the Galdava yet. This is basically the Mandalorian Star Destroyer. at 60 million. Can only carry 10 fighters though, so it's no Star Destroyer. It's more equivalent to the larger Mod Calamari ships. It's not really a Star Destroyer, but it can do pretty well. It's got a fair amount of turrets on it. I'd like to get one of these just for fun. Not super expensive. Again, in the future. Okay, so we got that. So that's the Mandalorian stuff. We've got access to those now. Other station we're currently building is over in Kuwait space, again, because I want to get my reputation up with them. For what reason? I forget what it was. I think it's just to open up all the ships that are available through them. They don't have a great selection for whatever reason, but oh, we can get Star Destroyers for them. We can get MC-75s as well. Once we get our rep up high enough, those guys, and then the MC-80 Liberty too. So that's some decent ships for the size. Imperial Star Destroyer 1. Again, that's only 54 million. Nothing on it though. We'll see what the actual price is. But anyway, so we're looking at those. A little bit closer than Imperial space. That's the real reason why I wanted to do that. Did research on the boarding. I did a little bit of looking at it too, and it seems, I don't know. Anyway, so we get access to all this stuff too that we've seen before. Telling the owners to abandon ship makes them stay and fight more. Oh, you actually do that ahead of time? Okay. Oh, and I found out that the mobilizer, the gravity well projectors, they don't quite, they're not, apparently what they do is they generate a damage field that does very minor damage, which is just enough to prevent ships from going into travel speed. That's from what I understand how that works. But the question is the range on those. I don't really know. I haven't had a chance to test it out yet to see how they actually work. Because the immobilizer might be able to keep things from running from us, but we'll see. It's something we'll try to get tested today. Anyway, so there's the Kuwait, this station. Again, built in Kuwait space. Its job is to just do trade with Kuwait to get our reputation up with them. Its primary function for the time being is just going to be a solar power generator. Or energy generator, sorry. As you can see, it's already got 6 of its 8 solar panels built. Storage is already gone or ready to go. And currently in 6 of 8, it's producing 400,000 energy cells per hour. Are we selling any yet? We are selling stuff already. So this station, in the past 30 minutes of gameplay, is already up to 1.5 million in made. So you got that. So, and now we'll look at actual costs for a Star Destroyer. So this is basically what our goal is today. Is to get an Imperial 1, I think. Well, we'll look at the 2 prices. So Imperial 1, totally build out 65 million. 275. The Imperial 2 would be better. I mean, they both have the same amount of fighters, right? It's both at 60. Yeah, both 60. 10 million difference. 10 million credits isn't that much. Yes, I'm solving the Kuwait energy problems. And I'm also going to be doing metal production in that station as well to help them build ships faster. So we're trying to make the New Republic stronger than they are because they don't seem to be kicking out ships fast enough. Well, Imperials, yes, it's only 10 million difference. We can make 10 million fairly quickly, I think, with our current setup of stations and ships. So the Pro Crusader. The only place I know it exists for sure is in the Imperial Ascendancy space, I think. The problem is, that's down here. They don't like me, so I can't buy ships. So I can't see what they actually have for sale. But they're the only ones I've seen so far that actually have the ships in use. So it could be being made somewhere else, but I have a feeling they're not. I think this is maybe the only place where they're made currently. Again, the only place I've seen them is down in this area, owned by the Ascendancy. And again, because my reputation sucks with them, they won't do business with me, so I can't even open up their list to see what they can sell. See, this is nice. We can have a tech door. I haven't seen any tech doors yet. We haven't seen any really old Republic stuff for the most part. I mean, it's out there, but I guess Pro Crusader. No, the Pro Crusader was. That's an Imperial ship, isn't it? Anyway, so that's the ships. And again, our goal right now is to save up the money to get a Star Destroyer, or an Imperial Star Destroyer. Isn't a tech door weaker? Tech doors are. I think tech doors are bigger or the same size as an Imperial Star Destroyer. I think they're roughly the same size. Yeah, that's what it is. Tech door is no fighters, all guns. No missiles, all guns. And that's what the Allegiance. Oh, that's right. The Tech door is the Old Republic version. The Allegiance is the Imperial version. Okay, so that's where we are there. These stations are building stuff. That's what the timers are for. There. Also, I'm going to have to... How close is this to docking modules? Docking modules? Oh, he doesn't have all his modules. There's docking built, yeah. So this is our second station. Okay, yeah, we have to wait until he gets his... these are the scrap refining buildings, or all the scrap-related stuff. We have to wait for these to be built. Once those are built, we'll buy some tugs. There's no reason to buy them yet. They're not expensive, so... That's basically the BERT. No, it's not the BERT. It's laser spam. It's the pew pew pew. Lasers don't make the BERT sound. Okay, so what else? Money. Let's see how much money we've made. So these are the scrap processing stuff. So these are the scrap yards. This one is currently full. Looks like. Oh, wait a minute, no resources. Waiting for the scrap to arrive. What's going on there? Oh, we don't have any space. We need space on this station. We have module prefabs. We got a bunch of this stuff to sell. Got Durasteel. That's again, module prefabs is for making stations. Durasteel is for ships. Money-wise, so we've been kind of flat here because I think it's because we're full. Be weird, but awesome if lasers made the BERT sound. Yes, that would be definitely weird. This station needs more storage. Container. So we need to. You can just copy the sequence and plug it there. Container, solid. Solid is not our problem, is it? Yeah, the raw scrap is the solid storage. We don't have a whole lot of raw scrap at the moment, so. Get rid of that one. And copy that one. Put you there. Copy that one and put you right there. Okay, so that's done. Well, it's not done. So confirm that. 1.3 million for the build that. Well, actually, no, that's all construction this thing is actually doing. Actually, that's the only construction it's doing. So we need to get a builder over here. Our mass drivers in this game, projectiles and lasers. Don't know, I haven't seen any yet. I don't know exactly how they work. Okay, so we need a builder. Oh, look, there's one right there. Probably the one we just had here. Okay, so that's a little bit of storage for container stuff, and that's being produced mainly by the energy, right? Actually, no, it's the scrap metal is oh no, that's our solid there. Oh, that's pretty full, but it's being processed, so that's not a big deal. How many ships buying? See, look, we're buying stuff out of here. Hydrate, I just did hydrate, but thank you, Sniper. So this is pretty much full. Nobody's coming in to buy it though.
What did you expect?
Okay, so this one's okay. He's got to get some more storage built and he'd be good to go. Well, he's good to go already. Just not making as much money as he could be. Which reminds me, I was looking at him for, because I wanted to take some of his money. It's 7 million. We'll take roughly half of that. From there. Okay, Corellia. So Corellia's got a almost full issue as well.
Request permission to dock.
Target amount 120. No, is that right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so Corellia's up there at 6 million. As you can see, I've tapped into it a couple of times. Every time you see big drops like that, that's me taking money out. So anyway, the past hour of gameplay, which is almost stream time. So it's not doing too bad. It looks like you're going to want more storage too, though. Do they? Scrap metal is a solid. They've got fine there, I guess. For some reason, prefab is full, but that's okay, I guess. Someone's actually coming in to buy this stuff, which is what we want. Oh. Well then, we'll add on to this one too. Copy the sequence. So what's the difference between module and sequence? Module is an individual piece. The sequence is, you know, as you can see, the group. You get the group based on where you put your cursor, what you're highlighting. You copy that sequence. Anyway, same as the other one. Get rid of these solids. And add containers. Copy. So that's set. Change the estimate there to 1.3 million, get everything built, and we know the builder. Hopefully there's one in the area. And again, this is Corellia. And building the station in this area really helped with our Corellian reputation. Because we can actually get access to all the Corellian gunships now too. Or corvettes, sorry. Because, you know, tapped into the source. Where are the builders hiding? Looking over looking on the left-hand side for where the builders are. Build stations in the Atmo. Oh, you mean the planet? It's not that big of a deal. Oh, look, ours isn't quite busy. So, this one is actually doing... The ones that aren't busy, once the star builders are done doing their building jobs, they actually go out and do actual trading too. So that's kind of helpful. So they're basically freighters on their off days. Okay, so that's ready. They'll build up some more storage there. Okay, so did I take them? I didn't take the money from that, did I? I did not. So we'll take about, again, half. These are our, or this is one of our defense platforms over in New Republic space. All they really do is produce energy cells. They're solar stuff, so they produce some. Transfer, oh, that's us taking money out. So it hasn't made its back yet. 1 minute ago. Oh, is this one of those? Actually, the cost of doing business is actually working correctly. So expected operating budget 94 grand. That takes the money out. It's supposed to stay there all the time, I think. So every time it goes over 94,000, it's supposed to, you know, give me the money automatically. Boss fight.
Tubby, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. I heard the squirrel is looking for you.
So again, this is the other defense platform. Same general. It's the same idea. It's just a solar plant. If it makes money, it makes money. Okay, that. This is Bastion. This is our big station up in Imperial space. He looks to be a little full. Full of energy cells. 200,000 is sitting there. Looks like the food is, it's also producing food, which apparently is full as well. Why are we selling this stuff? It's up to 6 million again. Again, every time you see big drops down like this, it means I'm taking money out, typically. It's up to 6 million again. Needs more storage.
Request permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Good job, Sniper and Asmodeus, surviving against the cute little kitten. Why would you pick on the kitten? Because it's bingo time? Anyway, so we'll find out here what the cute little kitten's number is real quick. Cute little kitten. That is number 2 on your bingo card. So make sure you mark that off your card, and good luck for the next. That's 3. The first 3 numbers are done. I don't think anyone's close to getting bingo yet, but we'll see. Okay, so definitely more storage here. So that's containers. This is all containers, I think, except for the graphene. All containers. Okay. Can we do that? Oh, I know what we can do. Put that going this way. Oh, just gotta be careful though, because this is there's a pier right here. It's where large ships are docking at. That shouldn't be a problem. question is... Oh, I bet we could do this. Move down here, twist or spin it to the side a little bit. Bring it up here like that. Basically just want to get it away from the pier a little bit. There. Again, I don't really care if this is cool looking or not. I just want stuff, storage. And we can't go up there because we're at the top, aren't we? No? Oh yeah, we are. We could go down. But I'm going to run into issues down there. Confirm this for now. And so what I need to do is actually go back to our property sizes for Bastion. And it should be Y, correct? Yep. Okay. That should do it. So basically what I do, just add to the Y axis and gives us a little bit more height. And it should be good enough. Looks like it is. So anyway, so we will buy that license. We'll buy that license. Are we auto-saving?
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Buy that license. Okay, then we continue. And now we put the storage in there. Another container. Just like that. What we do is copy this sequence. Then we rotate it this way. No, this should work. Should be connecting right there. For some reason it's flipping it though. Why would it flip it? Anyway, we'll copy this module. Why isn't it registering there? So have you found any other faction to fight around your level? There's a couple, I guess. It's not really a question of being around our level.
Docking permission granted.
I mean, we don't produce our own ships. Almost everybody else does. So we can't really say anybody's around our level. Because we don't produce our own ships. You can't really say that we're at anybody's level. Because all our fleet is entirely built, you know, based on how much we can buy. Which isn't a lot. Well, every other faction seems to have at least a wharf. So they can produce their own fighters and medium-sized ships. For some reason, this is not connecting up here. If we try one of do this, it wants to connect. Does it? That one's there.
Hey bag of water, stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
I actually don't want that one. We want the smaller connector this way. This one, no, that one's too far out. So never mind that one. So can player build wharfs and shipyards? Oh, we can build them too. You just have to buy the blueprints for them first. And the blueprints are really expensive. Like hundreds of millions type stuff. Wharfs and shipyards are really, really expensive. And then you have to buy the blueprints for the ships themselves, which are expensive. More expensive than buying the ships, so... There. Okay, now I'm confused. Why did that work here? But it's not working right there. Uh-oh, Skimpy's vacuuming. Gonna mute for a little bit. I did just screw that up again, didn't I? Going back to the map screws up. So the problem is that this wasn't the right rotation for some reason. So we spun it around the other way. That seemed to connect over there the way we want it to. Ta-da! So that's what we wanted. That one over there.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Okay, these containers. We want the one there. Another one there. So that's what we wanted in this place. A couple more containers. We can expand this way too. It looks like we'll be able to get, what, one more? Going that way. And then we can also go this way too. So we could actually get 3 more containers in this little area here if we wanted to. Could probably actually squeeze one in next to the pier, but it should be okay. Okay, that'll work. So, confirm changes. Budget, 800,000. Now we just need to find a builder in this area. Again, this is up in Empire space. They don't have any builders. That's Mandalorian though. Good enough for me. Okay, so again, this station was a little hurting on space. Income is fluctuating too much. Refined goods, buys ore. Is ore an issue? It shouldn't be. Okay, so you just under 6 million. We'll take about that much. What are we up to? 39 million total right now. So again, that's Bastion. These two are still building. Mandalorian station. So you were doing well last time I looked. Kind of full on the containers as well. Ore, refined metals. Only 4 million. What's he buying? For some reason our miners aren't mining very well for these stations. Or is it because we expanded our... Probably because I expanded my capacity, maybe? It's a lot of ore. Find metals. We need 6,000 per hour. Or sorry, 17,000 per hour. And we currently have 18,000. We're not selling ore, right? Yeah. So I'm getting enough water. That's keeping us going. All you need is water to get your meat, spices, and agricultural goods production going. But we're kind of full. Just sold some there. Nope. About ice. Oh, there's the food that we just sold. So, 600, no, that was metals. Didn't that just drop on the food thing, though? Didn't that just drop down? Anyway, it's not too bad. You're just not selling stuff fast enough right now. Which means we're still going to take your money. Because we need it more than you do. So 4 million. Not that much. Okay, Mrs. Gimpy's leaving. We may have dog cam shortly. Depending on how long it takes Mickey and Rocket to realize she's gone. So that's that station. Bastion's still up there. This is our defense platform in Empire space. It makes a little bit of money. It's got no operating costs, so we take that million. They don't need it. And then Scout's Playground. This is our station in Alderaan. Come on. There we go. I started producing some new stuff here. Missile components. We make missile components at this station. So people can come buy that stuff. I wonder if it's actually being sold. So this is the only station producing missile components at the moment. Plenty of food. Smart chips. We don't have any smart chips? Why don't we have any smart chips? Silicon wafers are being produced. Next production cycle finishes in a minute. So somebody came in and probably bought all of them. So that's what happens there. Got enough wafers. Actually, what do we need? Resources. Silicon wafers, 360 per hour. And we produce 6,000 per hour. So I seem to be doing okay there. Okay, so money. Wow, prices are incomes all over the place. Silicon. I think we need more miners on our stations. Because you... Only 3 million. I was going to leave that one alone. Need more miners. That's what it looks like. What are we up to anyway? We're up to 42 million. So about 30 million to go to get what we need to get for an Imperial Star Destroyer. 2. The 2, not the 1. Okay, so that's all doing that stuff right now. These guys are building the Kuwait refined goods. He's going to need a miner here soon to produce his refined. Actually, no, he doesn't. He can buy the ore. He doesn't actually have a miner, but we should get him one just in case. So,
hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel.
Autosave timing.
If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Saturday. Okay, so I need to buy a miner for the Kuat station because it's going to be producing metals and that kind of stuff. So we want to keep that consistent. Boss fight.
Tubby, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. I heard the squirrel is looking for you.
Come on, autosave. Remember, you need to join. Joining the boss fight helps the bingo game too, because the numbers we get are based on the bosses that we see, and then the bosses we see is depending on who joins the boss fights. How many people join the boss fights? That determines what bosses we see. Anyway, Kuat. We need a.
Requesting permission to dock.
We need a freighter over
Docking
here.
permission.
Sorry, not a freighter, a miner. So, Gazanti class miner. This will be a couple million. 2.1, that's fine. Shopping list and go. So he'll be ready in a couple minutes. 4 minutes, already building. Okay, so that. Now the fleet that we still haven't looked at. So it's grown a little bit since last Saturday. Obviously, from the immobilizers from last Saturday, we added that in. That's an acclimator we salvaged a while back. Lotus, that's nebulon-b, that's been with us for, that was our first big ship. And again, we have 4 TIE interceptors, 4 X-wings, and our interception wing. Oh, enraged cute little kitten killed everybody. Go kitten. Good news is, we haven't seen kitten yet today. So the enraged cute little kitten is number 3 on your bingo card. Make sure you click that so you get credit for it. So go enrage cute little kitten. Kill them all. Revenge for the kitten. Was it the kitten or the... I think it was the kitten that died earlier today, isn't it? Anyway, so like I was saying, we've got 4 TIE interceptor or TIE advanced, 4 X-wings, an interception wing. Our assault wing is made up of 4 B-wings, 4 TIE defenders, and 4 Y-wings BTLs. Or sorry, these are BPMs. Anyway, these are the Y-wings with the laser cannons, ion cannon turret, and 2 missile launchers. So these are more traditional ones, but these are the Mandalorian versions. Now we did find another group of B-wings or Y-wings. Where were they? They were down. We're building this. This is one of the reasons why I built the second scrapyard too. Where's Corellia? Over here. So again, our second scrapyard is here. This is the Rebel Wharf. They don't like us too much. Well, they're a negative faction, but we still exchange and trade with them and stuff. But this is the kind of your traditional looking stuff. So I got the A-wing, I've got B-wings, we got both type of X-wings. We got the 65B, which is the one that we're all familiar with from the original movies. That's those guys. And then we've got the X-wing, the XJ3 and XJ3 fifths. So it's this guy, and what's the main I don't know what the difference between the two, because we can't see what is the possible loadouts, but I'm guessing they're going to be pretty much the same thing. Maybe slight differences here and there. You can see the engine pods look a little different, but anyway, we're working on our faction to get access to this stuff, along with this is the 4th. Yeah, this is the 4th type of Y-wing we can see, and I don't know which one this is though. This is the A4, BTL A4. Is that the same one that we see from Coruscant? I guess I should verify that, huh? Not that it matters. We don't really need that one, but be curious to see what it is. So it is different. This is the NR2. So the other one is the older version, it looks like. So I have a feeling the older one has more proton and better shields. Does it? Oh, we're talking about the X-Wing. Sorry, the X-Wing, the XJ, yeah. But this is the Y-Wing. So this one doesn't have a turret on it, which is, you would think it does because, you know, that looks like a turret to me. But this, as far as the weapons go, it doesn't count. So, anyway. So again, so the Rebel Alliance has slightly different fighters. We don't need them, but nostalgia reasons, right? So again, those are down here. So those are the small ships we just looked at. Wide long probe, that kind of stuff, no big deal. Medium ships. Oh, these are the other Corellian corvettes that are out there. The A, the AS. Although in Corellia we have access to those two, plus the nebulon-b version. Sorry, the 90B. 90B. Let's see, Dornian gunship. Battle. Oh, this is the gun. That's a silly thing here. Gunship. With its 7-point defense cannons. That makes it a gunship. Or, sorry, gunboat. And there's the hammerhead in here. So that's the actual hammerhead. Looks similar to the one we were looking over at the Mandalorians have. Similar look to it, but it's actually fairly different as far as gun placements and that kind of stuff. And then that stuff. So, now they don't have an actual shipyard. Right? If the rebels have a shipyard, they're hiding it very well. But okay. Okay, so our fleet, again, I'm looking at that because we did pick up 4 Y-Wings, but these are the Mandalorian versions. Again, 2 laser cannons, an ion cannon turret, and 2 missile launchers. So that's why I picked them up. Not expensive. They're only like 1.2, 1.4 million, so about the same price as an X-Wing, roughly. And then as far as our defense group, this is the Crusader. This is the medium-sized gunship we picked up from the Mandalorians, or we bought from them. And then, was it yesterday morning, I think, when I was playing? I was doing stuff, and all of a sudden I noticed I had an extra ship on my unassigned ships, and I was like, what the hell did I get an E-Wing from? And I forgot that my behaviors for my fleets are to automatically take any ships that they find floating around, and this one was floating around somewhere over in where the defense platforms are. We're doing a lot of scrap work and stuff, and it was just sitting there. It's like, okay, fine, we'll go attach it to the fleet and see how it goes. But again, it's an E-Wing. It sucks. Power access. So these are basically ships we don't know really what to do with for the most part. These guys are a little bit more organized. So get that. And then Gimpy is currently parked over on top of this second acclimator we have that's running around doing stuff. Just keeping it company so we can see what it's doing. So we're all set there. Now what should I do? We're saving money. We're up to 40 million. We need to get up to, what, 75? 75 million to buy an Imperial 2 Star Destroyer. That's the goal today. So I should probably do some stuff with the fleet, right? Maybe, I don't know. Is the fleet the best way to make money? Is the question. Defensive measures. Build a defense station where they want us to. Now we can do an escort. Help with repairs. Escort's expired already. So again, this is Kuat. You could buy for cheaper and fit it the way you want to. Well, I think it's like 7. How much was it? I know I can just build a chassis or buy the chassis and just put a couple of basic stuff on it, like engines and stuff. But even then, that's going to be expensive. So the Imperial 2 base price is 51 million. So we're still 10, 11 million from that. Could do the light or the low preset. That's 15. It's just under 60. Then we can just go in and have it refitted later on. Because this just isn't the best stuff. I don't even think it has everything on it, does it? No, it doesn't have it. It's like it's missing most of its guns. But that's 60 million. And the question is, do we just wager a little bit more for 75? Too bad we don't have loans we can take out. That'd be nice. Taking out loans would be good. But anyway, so there's that. So anyway, somewhere between 60 and 75 million, we'll go buy one. We'll see. Okay, so we can go escort stuff. That's easy money. Here, get on my ship.
Can I help? Goodbye.
TIE Defender.
Welcome.
Let's go.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, let's go escort this thing.
Identify a criminal vessel. Please assist in pursuit.
Okay, so we're supposed to be escorting this frigate. Stand corrected, buying it at the highest preset would be better. Yeah, the lowest preset means you don't walk around with all your weapons, which means you... and shields, too. Got to keep that in mind. You don't have all your shields, either. So you really don't want to do that. Not for big, expensive ships. Not that there's going to be any threat, because we're not at war with anybody, so nobody's going to just randomly attack us. Unless we, you know, pick a fight ourselves. But if we don't have all the guns that we need, we're not going to be picking any fights. So, what's the
Jump
point?
completed. Promenor.
So what are we escorting?
YT 1300M.
You. Oh, I should probably get a... How's that? Was it Crusader? The gunship that we bought off stream. That might be a good escort ship too, but TIE Defender works better. Can usually keep up with most stuff. Are we there? I think we're there.
Autopilot disengaged.
He's got his stuff.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot engaged.
Wow, he took off fast.
Jump beacon put.
Did he get there already? Wow, it's a fast little bugger.
completed. Put.
Again, just doing a little escort mission. Easy money for the most part. Is he already back there already? Oh, those are my ships that are showing up that way. Okay, that's where we're headed, no problem. What's this? Ah, this is trying to steal stuff from other ships. Great way to work on your reputation against the good guys, sorta, kinda. Repairs and take those weddings, stranded pirates. That's a minefield thing. We're fleet into an enemy territory, but they have laid down mines and need clearing before we arrive.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Why do we disengage? We're not there yet. Oh, I guess we are.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Is he out there already?
Autopilot. YT 1300.
Oh, he's just arriving. We actually got here before he did.
Requesting permission to dock.
We got there before he did.
Granted.
See, I want a station that looks like that. How much would that cost? And what is it exactly?
Put. Transfer port.
Done yet?
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Well, where is he?
Thanks for your help.
That's it. We are done. So that was an easy 85 grand. No missions in there. Oh, there we go. Stranded pirates. Go shoot up some mines for an easy 95 grand. Sure.
Come on, you pansy. Get back in there and fight.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Okay, gotta remember to unengage the autopilot about 20 kilometers, otherwise the autopilot would take us right into the minefield, like an idiot. Dun, 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 dun. Although a Victory 2 Star Destroyer can walk through a minefield, a Defender cannot.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Okay, on our way. So there's our target. That's the one that's trapped in there. And there they are. A little bit closer. And welcome back, Rupos. Just in time for me to get blown up by some mines, probably. How many ships? None yet. Keyword is yet. Thank you. Oh, the chain reaction for the best.
Hey Gimpy, Have you hydrated lately?
I have,
If not, you really should.
but I have hydrated. Early days? What do you mean early days? It'd be nice if you could mark these mines as, you know, being hostile. That'd make life easier. No, we're not shooting the ship, you idiot targeting computer. Do we win? There we go. Easy 95 grand. Why not use Nebulon to kill those mines? Because the problem, well, Nebulon is too slow for one. Nebulon's not in this area. And the problem is the mines you aren't hostile. So the turrets don't work against the mines. The turrets are great against the laser towers and stuff because those you can mark as hostile. Once they start shooting at you, they automatically become hostile, but you can mark them hostile ahead of time. Mines, you can't do that. You can't mark them as being hostile, so you can't. The turrets are worthless against them. The mines are best to be cleared by a fighter or some ship that has direct fire on it, like Defender does. Clear the way. Oh, this is another one. This is specifically for Kuat, right? Yep. So we're gonna do this one to up our reputation with them.
Count on you.
So over there.
Autopilot engaged.
And again, about 20 kilometers out, we gotta put on the brakes because the AI will fly us right into the minefield itself. Because it's smart. No offense, Veronica. Oh, wait a minute. Are these actual turrets? Or laser towers? I have a feeling these are laser towers. That's okay.
Autopilot disengaged.
Or are they mines? I think there are mines. They're just really close to the station is all. Any chance for the dog camp today? Actually, yeah, it should be fairly shortly here. Actually, let me double check real quick. Mrs. Gimpy is out doing stuff, so let me see if they're in front of the camera. Yeah, they weren't 10 minutes ago, and they still aren't. So we'll see. They probably don't know she's gone yet.
Unknown object. 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 Unknown object.
Almost there. Yeah, 4 kilometers, too far away. Yeah. Oh, come on. What's going on? Die mines. What kilometers? Where's the next one? I'm gonna end up flying through the gate. I wasn't paying attention. My shooting's consistent? Hey, it's not as easy as you think. I mean, that should have hit, but it's probably a distance thing. There we go. Yeah, I think it's got to be under 3 kilometers. Like, that one's close. Shit. Unknown object. There you are. So that's the gate right there. We're gonna fly through that if we go that way. Now that one's right there, hiding. Look, I didn't hit the station or the gate. Dun, 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 dun. You can shoot it with a torpedo or a missile. Torpedo, actually. That'd be a little overkill on a mine. There we go. So, 78,000 for that one, and reputation with Kuat, which is a good thing, right? 10 inactive missions. Now we have 10 inactive missions. That's one. Cargo drone, so that's on them, not me, really. Assign subordinates, extend station storage. Restock cargo drones. Subordinates, subordinates, storage, drones. Thought we had a builder there. Bastion, what's the deal? I thought I had assigned somebody here. I swear I assigned a builder up here. Look, how about this one? There. You get that storage stuff built. Okay, so what's the issue here at Kuat?
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Plan changes. Resources needed. Durasteel plates and prefabs. Well, that'll take time to get that stuff. Is the Rebel Alliance sabotaged for sure? Yeah, I'm sure it was. Actually, we're trying to make friends with the Rebel Alliance so we can get access to their ships. Because we want to. Oh, I had a miner that I'm supposed to be doing stuff too. So where's this? This is Kuat. Kuat, you're not that far from Corellia, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps total. He's auto trading. Why isn't he just going over to Corellia to buy the stuff that we need? Because we have the stuff we need in this station. Those were prefabs. Let's pick up some of these. There. So he's going to fly over here, pick up the stuff, and hopefully deliver it back to storage. We'll see what he does with it. Got to keep an eye on him. Anyway, Gimpy, what are you doing? So, escort. Intermediate trader, the YT 1300 again. And expired. Well, actually, let's actually go head back to the fleet. Go see what they're up to. Let's let our little pilot fly us. So that way I don't have to. So you. Off we go. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, so happy Saturday. So how much money are we up to now? 43 million. So still about 32 million to go. Yeah, it's a nice interpretation of the TIE fighters. It's definitely a good look to it. I like how it's kind of a spin on the interceptor, which is a nice improvement to the TIE fighter in general too. I mean, the regular TIE fighters with the straight up solar panels and stuff look cool, but these broken wings, I guess, or broken panels, the way they are, I just like the general look of those. And these are basically the same ones that the interceptors use. It's just instead of, you know, being convex or concave. I think that's the right word. You know, these guys are bending out while the interceptors go towards the center. Both looks good. I just like the appearance in general. It just looks cool. Hey, that miner, are you done yet? This one's holding position. You're supposed to be with the Kuat station. We'll be mining for the station. Storage modules. This is containers. Oh, this is going to be solids. So I need to buy some tugs for this station to get it start filling up with stuff, I think. Oh, wait a minute. They've got nowhere to dock, do they? I think they have to actually dock into the processors. I don't think they actually dock with the regular boarding area or dock areas. So we'll wait. We don't have any of those yet. Basically, I'm talking about scrap. Oh, these are built. When did those get built? Wow. Okay, so we do have space. So we need to get some tugs going here. I didn't know these had been built yet. That one and that. I didn't realize those had been built yet. This is where the raw scrap goes, and this is, once it's been processed, goes over to the recycler to be built, made into stuff. So we need some tugs. I didn't even realize. I thought they were still working on solar panels and stuff. But we've got the storage. We need what? Solid. There's a solid. We've got a couple of containers. So we're ready to collect scrap. So let's go get some. Buy some tugs. Who's closer, Mandalore or Hut? The Huts, I think, might be closer. Let's see, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2. Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So cuts are closer. What is the most advanced thing we can produce? Smart chips. Smart chips or missile components? TIE Defender's having some issues there. Okay, so the tugs. We need these guys. How many do we need? I need at least 10. That's 5 million for 10 of them. It's going to set us back a little bit. But it gets as the money production happening, so... Oh, sorry, it's 5 million. We can afford that. Okay, so those tugs being produced by the huts for us, auto-saving. We'll send them over to the Hasnian scrap processing factory. Hasnian Prime scrap processing factory. Once that's going. Boss fight.
Tully, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. That's right. I said Tully. Unlike Gimpy, I know the difference between Tubby and Tully.
Okay, and once this boss fight is done, we find out who the boss is. We'll get our next number for the boss fight bingo. If you don't know what that is, move your cursor over to your right hand side of your video screen. Right in the middle there, you should see 3 little buttons. Once you move your cursor there, and one of them is the stream bingo. Click on that, join the game, and then once you find out the number is
stiff? You haven't moved in quite a while.
Go from there.
Stretch, damn it, you ignorant meatbag.
Okay, so here's a question: after somebody wins this round, do we just keep going? Why are we docked? Are we here already? This is not where we're supposed to be, Gimpy. What? That's right, stupid pilot. Always doing what the hell you want. You don't actually listen to what I say.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
in Kuat. Well, orders and behavior. There we go. I don't know what the hell he was. I don't know why he went back to the acclimator. I have no idea why he went to the acclimator. To start a new game? What about the people that get so close to win? Actually, I think that's the way. Is that the way it's supposed to work? In bingo, do they start a new game when somebody does bingo? I think they do. I've never actually played an actual official game of bingo. So I can't remember if it's you get to keep your card or not. I think you do. I think you're supposed. I think. Probably wrong. So I need to probably look up the rules on that. See what the actual way it's supposed to be.
Jump completed. Hominar.
Hominar. So again, we're coming from Kuwak, going all the way down to this area. Not actually, there's the fleet there. I had the fleet on patrol duty or not patrol, exploration duty. Are they actually even still doing that, or are they done? They should be done. They're done. So the orange guys, these are the ones we're going to pick on. We just need to find a suitable test subject. Go down here. So the send the fleet do a little bit of exploration. We're still looking for this group's shipyards too, I think. See what kind of ships they produce. Ah, there we go. So A&O shipyard. This is the big stuff. Nebulon-b's, Neutron Star, Quasars, Valor class cruiser. What's this one? I don't think we've seen. Yeah, we've seen these before. Never mind. So Valor, Neutron Star, Builder, Miners. There's another Scrapper, Transporter. So they can produce these. They don't produce very big ships. Not anything huge. So where there's the... So that's their shipyard. Where's their wharf? You never played bingo before? Yeah, again, I haven't played bingo since I was a kid, and I don't remember the rules too well. So they could have a wharf in this area somewhere. I just haven't seen it. There's another gate going that way. Game we play over here has 2 prizes. One lesser prize for the first line completed, and the bigger prize goes for completing the ticket. Oh, completing the. I never thought about completing the ticket, the whole card. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have prizes. So, hey, Dispiritor, welcome back. Yes, chicken for dinner. That's what Rocket's having. Don't know about Mickey, but. Look at the gates that we haven't gone through yet down here. Those tugs out? Tugs are out. So this is our new batch of tugs, scrap tugs for our new station, which is this one.
Jump completed. Then on.
so over there. What about Scout? What about Scout? Scout doesn't eat chicken. Mr. Gimpy's tried to give her chicken before. She doesn't really like it for whatever reason. Bad cat. Horrible cat. Doesn't like chicken. Ugh. So again, we have 2 scrap stations in this general area, Corellia, and this one's still being built. Although it's actually up and technically capable of being up and running. We just need to get those tugs over there, and they should be able to reach down the same area that Corellia is going, which is there's lots of stuff. So all the little gray spots, those are things that can be salvaged. And it looks like there might be a little fight going on here.
Jump completed.
Yeah,
Far down.
see, we picked these locations for the scrap yards because there's a lot of combat going on.
Requesting immediate backup.
Get more shooting like that. So you want some more then, do you?
Where are we, Gimpy? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, this is the fun. Again, this is another sector that we're gonna have access to with our scrap yards, or the tugs. You can take all this stuff, all the gray stuff. That's all money floating in space. And there are 2 big scrap. Sullust. Okay. This is where one of our scrappers is working in this area. Or he was. Where'd he go? Oh, he's up in. Oh, he's around here somewhere. Oh, he's right there. So he's basically breaking up these ships. He's actually... Wow! The Ascendancy lost a Star Destroyer. That's what that is right there. He's breaking up a Star Destroyer. So apparently it finally lost against this defense platform. So that's going to be a few dollars, or a few credits, I would think. So, Imperial 1 Star Destroyer was lost by the Ascendancy. The actual wreck. I'm guessing he's already broken it up, it looks like. The little, these are scrap cubes. The tugs will come in and pull these things away back to the factory. How did it happen? The last time I saw what was happening was the Star Destroyer was taking on this defense platform. And it seemed to be doing okay against it. But then I saw a bunch of New Republic ships come in from this area. The last time I was looking, there's like 4 or 5 large ships. I think they were Pelta cruisers. They were coming in this way. So I'm guessing they helped out in killing the Star Destroyer. That'd be my guess. And they didn't get super close to their platform. So how do you end up building platforms so close to each other? I guess they're not close enough. But yeah. So, the Ascendancy lost the Star Destroyer. Again, this is why we built our scrap yards in this general area, because there's just so much fighting going on. There's constant scrapping stuff. But where are our actual tugs?
Jump completed. Chrysalis.
So these are our tugs, taking stuff back. The tugs have decent speed when they're not hauling anything, but once they pick something up to haul around, they move really, really slow. So you need quite a few tugs out there to keep the stuff flowing at a reasonable rate. And by stuff, I mean scrap. Okay, these are all scrap. So we have all these coming in now. These are all our tugs. How much scrap they're bringing in. So, and again, that gets turned into eventually the durasteel plates and prefabs.
Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold. That's fine. You can go now.
3 minutes until next batch for that one. 3 minutes until this one's... Oh, sorry, 3 minutes until that's done. Cycle them. Oh, this is the problem here. Is this is why we actually have two of these processors, is because they can only be working on one of these things at once. It's either prefab or plates. That's what they convert. They can't do, for whatever reason, they can't do two at once. Boss fight.
Tully, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. That's right. I said Tully. Unlike Gimpy, I know the difference between Tubby and Tully.
So she thinks. Anyway, so we're slowly but surely getting back to the fleet here. Maybe. Oh, we found him, I think. Yep, Scout's Wrath. Victory 2 Star Destroyer.
Please hold. We will be scanning your cargo hold. That's fine. You can go now.
Azure Dawn, welcome to the stream. No, this is not an X-Wing class ship. Nope. We have X-Wings, but just, this is Gimpy's personal transport. Here's our nebulon-b. Where are the other ones floating around? We have two more ships floating around somewhere here. Yes, this is a TIE Defender, yes. Where's the Acclimator and the Immobilizer? These guys don't fly in formation very well. And we get the mislinks. Didn't we get the mislinks earlier? Good job, Vuko, surviving against the mislinks. Way to kick everybody in front of you. Look, we're home. How often does the game go on sale? One. This one? Probably out all the right times of the year. All the big sales, like, you know, fall, winter, summer, fall. Usually most games do. Oh, I gotta do the thing, don't I? Okay, so this is our bridge. Ta-da. Yeah, we have the autumn falls coming up here in a couple months. Probably, what, October? Should be, yeah, late October should be the next batch of sales, I would think. Okay, so we got mislinks. I'm pretty sure we already had the mislinks show up. It did. Mislink has showed up already. So, unfortunately, so no numbers for the bingo this time around. It's a very deep game. There's a learning curve attached to this game. Flying around is what you can do. It's one of the things you can do, but there's a lot more you can do. Like, we have a number of space stations out there making money for us. Of course, this is our fleet with all the fighters and stuff associated with it, and the ships too. Give them the immobilizer. Where is the immobilizer? Where are they? So the immobilizer was really behind us. Coming in. Actually, no. Yeah, we came in right past it, apparently. We just missed it. Yes, building a space fire empire can be fun, but it takes a long time too. Doing small mining missions and get the hang of that part, and then market build. Yep, and that's usually the way you start out. In all honesty, that's usually the way you start. Okay, so the fleet. What should we do? Okay, that's what we're still exploring. So the miners, we still need to put the immobilizer to the test to see if it actually stops things from running away. The trick is to find ships out all by themselves. That's ascendancy. What's a tie doing out here? What are they doing here? They're always ruining my fun, making life difficult. Defenses, no. Seeking rare spices, no. Support the New Republic. Why are we getting something over here for New Republic? Are we that close? Not that far, but not that close. SW Star Wars. Yeah, the title of the stream. This is episode 12 of version 0.63 of the Star Wars Interworlds mod for X4. The game is X4 Foundations, but the mod I'm currently playing is called the Star Wars Interworlds. This is actually the Star Wars map for the most part, or the galaxy. So if you're a Star Wars fan, you know where stuff is. They're basically the right locations. Oh, it's noontime already. Right, yeah, don't worry about mods until you get the hang of the game first. Although, you might be able to actually... The game isn't that violent, or that... I don't know, it's up to you. Yeah, but usually, yeah, get the hang of the game first and then worry about mods after that. But this is definitely a good one. Cargo ship. Let's see. Oh, he just went into hyperspeed, didn't he? Yeah. So far, one said don't need the expansions to start, and the other guy said I definitely want them. Yeah, that's the way it basically works. This is my general attitude towards games that can be modded. Learn the base game first. Don't worry about mods. Just play the game, learn how to play the game first, then worry about mods. Because sometimes you can play a game and you don't really need the mods. You know, you might just be happy with the base game and go from there. But again, there are some good mods out there for this. This Star Wars one is pretty, up there as far as that stuff goes. Because there's, it's basically the game. It's still X4. But it's with a Star Wars wrapping to it, and it's good. It's really good.
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
There she goes.
Go get some more water while you are up.
Okay.
Your next break is in 2 hours.
Split Vandana Grailing. Oh. Anyway, I need to take a break. Get up, get some water, that kind of stuff. Try to convince the dogs to walk in front of the dog cam a little bit more because they're not cooperating today, even though Mrs. Gimpy's not here at the moment. But anyway, I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, harass the dogs. Be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video while I'm gone. Thanks for watching.